we will cover chapter 4 of NCERT class 7 history, and this is the part 1 of the video. Who were the Mughals? We have learnt in earlier chapter that Delhi became an important capital in the 12th century and it was ruled by Delhi sultans in the earlier period. Now the Mughals, they were the descendants of two great lineages of the rulers. From their mother's side, they were descendants of Genghis Khan. He founded the Mongol Empire in 1206 in Central Asia. From their father's side, they were the successors of Timur. He was the ruler of Iran, Iraq, and modern day Turkey. Now, why did Mughals emphasize their Timurid and not their Mongol descent? So, this is an NCERT question. So, basically, Genghis Khan memory was associated with the massacre of innumerable people. Massacre means killing. So, they took pride in the fact that Timur had captured Delhi in 1398. Now, we will read about some major campaigns and events of the Mughal emperors one by one. First emperor of the Mughals was the Babur. His rule was for 4 years from 1526 to 1530. Now in 1526 he defeated Ibrahim Lodi and his Afghan supporters at Panipat. So the first battle of Panipat was fought between the Babur and the Lodi dynasty. Okay. In the next year he defeated Rana Sanga of the Rajput rulers, okay, in the Khanwa, Rajasthan. So the battle of Khanwa was fought between the first Mughal emperor Babur and Rajput forces led by Rana Sanga. In the next year he defeated the Rajputs of Chanderi. It is a place in MP, okay, and then he established control over Agra and Delhi before his death. Next Mughal emperor was Humayun. His rule was divided into two periods, first for 10 years between 1530 to 1540 and for a period of 1 year. Humayun divided his property among his brothers instead of inheriting whole property, but the ambitions of his brother Mirza Kamran weakened the Humayun's cause against Afghan competitors. So basically Mirza Kamran was anti-Humayun, okay, he was not supportive of his policies and he became one of the obstacles in Humayun's power as his brother revolted against him. Okay, now Sher Khan Suri, we will read about him. Sher Shah Suri, he was the founder of the Suri Empire in northern part of the Indian subcontinent with its capital in Sasaram in modern day Bihar. He introduced the currency of rupee. Now Sher Khan Suri, or you can say Sher Shah Suri, he defeated Humayun at Chausa. It is a place in present day Bihar, okay, and Kannauj. So battle of Chausa and Kannauj were fought, and after that Humayun he fled to Iran. In Iran he received the help from Safavid Shah. Now what is this? The Safavid dynasty was one of the most significant ruling dynasties of Iran from 1501 to 1736. He recaptured the Delhi. Humayun, that is he recaptured Delhi in 1555 but died the next year. Now next ruler was the Akbar the Great. His reign was divided into three periods. First 15 years of his reign, that is 1556 to 1570. In the year 1556, Akbar became independent of the regent Bairam Khan. Now what is regent? A person appointed to administer a state because the monarch is a minor or is absent or incapacitated. We have learned that before that this period the Sher Khan or Sher Shah Suri was the ruler. He captured the power of Humayun. So Akbar became independent of the regent Bairam Khan in 1556. Military campaigns were launched against the Suris and other Afghans. Okay, Sher Shah Suri, he was ruling after defeating Humayun, and he also launched campaigns against the Malwa and Gondwana kingdoms, and also he revolted against his half brother Mirza Hakim. Now he was also not supportive of the Akbar policies. And the Uzbeks, okay, Uzbeks, it was the largest ethnic group of Central Asia, and he also seized the capital of Chittor, and then Ranthambore was also brought under control. Now the next period of 15 years, 1570 to 85, Akbar launched campaigns in Gujarat, Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, okay, and these were campaigns were complicated by the 1579 revolt in support of Mirza Hakim. So again he presented the obstacle in front of Akbar. The last period of Akbar ruling was 1585 to 1605, almost 20 years. During this period, the Akbar's empire expanded. Okay, campaigns were launched in the northwest. In the northwest, Kandahar was seized. Okay, so Kandahar was seized from Safavids. Kashmir was seized as also Kabul after the death of Mirza Hakim. Campaigns in the Deccan started, and Berar, Khandesh, and parts of Ahmednagar were annexed. Deccan Sultanates were the five late medieval Indian kingdoms on the Deccan Plateau between the Krishna River and the Vindhya Range. As you can see in this map, okay, these included five kingdoms: Ahmednagar, Berar, Bidar, Bijapur, and Golconda. what were the central provinces under the control of the Mughals? That we have read. Okay, if you see in this figure, Gujarat was captured in 1572 by Akbar, then Malwa in 1561, Ranthambore in 1569. Okay, Bijapur, Golconda, the Deccan Sultanates, they were captured. Patna in 1574, Bengal in 1574. Okay, Kashmir in 1586, and all this area that is marked in the orange, you can say this was the ruled under Mughal Empire.